the next half hour, I'll be reading from the February 5th issue of the Buffalo Rocket on the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service. And I'm going to start with some articles on the front page. The first one is CCI Fantasy World, Italian Animators. The Centro Cultural Italiano de Buffalo is preparing for an exciting transition in its exhibition gallery as it prepares the space to welcome Fantasy World, Italian Americans in Animation, presented in partnership with the Italian American Museum of Los Angeles. That's IAMLA. As part of this transition, Generations, Italian Immigration and Impact in Western New York will conclude its current run on February 28, 2026. While the exhibit will be taken down at that time, this marks a farewell for now, not a permanent goodbye. The team at Centro looks forward to spending this time shaping the next chapter of Generations with more voices and stories in the future. All donated and loaned materials from Generations will be carefully stored during the interim. Community members who lent items to the exhibit and would like them returned at this time are warmly invited to contact Tony Marie DeLeo at TONI Marie-Marie.DILEO at ccIbuffalo.org to coordinate retrieval. Fantasy World Italian Americans in Animation explores the creative legacy of Italian Americans in animation, celebrating artists and stories that have shaped the field across generations. Additional exhibits, including the exhibition's opening date, additional details, including the exhibition's opening date, will be shared in the coming months. The next article is also from the front page. It's Kearns expands hours to assist travelers apply for U.S. passports. To better serve Erie County travelers and working families, Erie County Clerk Michael P. Kearns has announced expanded evening hours at the Clerk's Outreach Center for U.S. passport applicants. During the month of February, the Clerk's Outreach Center will be open until 7 p.m. on Wednesdays, in addition to its regularly scheduled extended hours on Thursdays until 7 p.m. The Clerk's Outreach Center is conveniently located right next door to the Erie County Auto Bureau at Southgate Plaza, 1086-B Union Road, West Seneca, New York, 14224. Wednesday extended hours will take place from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on the following dates: February 11, February 18, which is past, and February 25th. These additional hours are designed to assist first-time passport applicants as well as those looking to renew a passport book or passport card, particularly for residents and families who are unable to visit during normal business hours. If demand remains high, extended Wednesday hours may continue alongside Thursdays. No appointment is required. Applications and additional forms are available, and passport photos can be taken on site for a $10 fee, making the Outreach Center a convenient one-stop location for passport services. With cruise and international travel demand remaining high, we want to make it as easy as possible for Erie County residents to obtain their passports, said Erie County Clerk Michael P. Kearns. Expanding our evening hours in February provides added flexibility for working families and travelers preparing for the upcoming spring travel season. Residents are encouraged to apply early and allow sufficient processing time prior to any scheduled travel. Currently, passport process can take 4 to 6 weeks, but expedited services 2 to 3 weeks is available for urgent travel, with an additional fee of $60. For more information on passport requirements, processing times, and outreach center services, visit erie.gov/clerk or contact the just contact the Erie County Clerk's Outreach Center at 716-858-8864. Now I'm going to read from the blotter, felonies from D District. Thief steals over $500 of merchandise at Wegmans, North Buffalo, February 3rd, 2025, Delaware Avenue. Victim reports defendant, this is a different story. Defendant did sneak into the bedroom she was sleeping in and did wake her up while touching her in an inappropriate manner. The incident did place victim in fear for her safety. February 3rd, 2026, Amherst Street. Defendant did enter 601 Amherst Street, Wegmans, and did steal miscellaneous merchandise, passing all points of purchase. Total amount stolen is approximately $524.50. February 2nd, 2026, Amherst Street. Defendant did strike victim several times, choking her against the wall. Defendant did then threaten to shoot the victim's mom's house if she called 911. Defendant did show the victim the gun several times when the victim did attempt to call 911. The defendant did snatch her phone away to prevent her from doing so. All of these events occurred in the presence of their 3-year-old. February 1, 2026, Amherst Street. The defendant entered 601 Amherst Street, selected various merchandise items, and proceeded to leave without rendering payment for said merchandise. The value of stolen property is approximately $253.75. The defendant was identified by patrol officer. The supporting deposition and video evidence was obtained by detective. February 1, 2026, Amherst Street. Victim stated suspect came home intoxicated, being too loud. Victim stated suspect tried to go into children's room. Victim tried to stop suspect, then suspect slapped and pushed victim across face with an open hand. Victim did not want to press charges. January 30th, 2026, Hartwell Road. Complainant reports that at 131 Hartwell Road, Apartment 1, that her and her daughter got into a verbal argument about cleaning up the house. Complainant then stated that her daughter did push her to the floor. Defendant did then admit to also hitting the complainant. Complainant did also suffer a scrape on left knee. ADI refused. West Side. January 30, 2026, Shenango Avenue. Officers did observe New York registered vehicle running outside at arrest address. Defendant, driver, apprehended walking back to the vehicle. Co-defendant apprehended in passenger seat. Keys located in ignition. January 27, 2026, Lafayette Avenue. Victim states that she was in a verbal argument with her ex-boyfriend that escalated when he threw an unknown liquid in her face, hair, and clothing. He then yelled obscenities at her for her to exit her vehicle out of fear for her safety. Riverside, January 30, 2026, Military Avenue. Complainant reports while working on defendant's New York registered vehicle. Vehicle was damaged on the right side panel. Defendant was upset with complainant, and complainant stated defendant made threats to kill and harm complainant. Complainant does not want defendant back on the property and wants a restraining order. And lastly, we have January 28, 2026, Progressive Avenue. Defendant was observed inside of 64 Progressive Avenue in the upper, violating a stay-away order of protection. And the next article is titled, is under sports. Sports opening day, May 2nd. Late last week, the North Buffalo Baseball and Softball League sent a direct email to all families playing in Shoshone Park that they will open their 69th season this year on Saturday, May 2nd, with their annual parade and first pitch. Registration is now open for the 2026 season for all interested boys and girls who have never played the game before or are new to the area, With less than 100 days until opening day, North Buffalo Baseball and Softball strongly urges you to go to the league website at hnpybl.com and click on the registration tab located on its home screen. The emailed letter states, "We have to stress that almost every age level in the league had a waiting list last season, so we urge everyone to register as soon as possible." In 2025, there were over 1,300 boys and girls registered and playing in this North Buffalo League that has been in Shoshone Park since 1957. Thousands of men and women today who grew up in North Buffalo since the late 50s and 60s all got their start playing in the Hurdle North Park Youth Baseball in this tiny park located on Hurdle near Main Street. If you register before Sunday, February 15th, you will receive an early bird discount on the cost of the $150 fee for each child. The $150 charged by the North Buffalo Baseball and Softball League is by far the lowest cost for playing baseball or softball for your child in Western New York area over the last several years. If your son or daughter will play T-ball due to their age 4 and 5 years old, the cost is only $100. If you are a returning player from last year's successful season, you can rejoin your teammates if you register by March 1st. There are over 100 teams formed each year in house and travel divisions. If your son or daughter plays travel baseball, Blaze, or softball, Wildcats, teams from last year, they must also play on one of the many house teams that are formed before opening day. With an annual enrollment of over 1,000 boys and girls every year since 2020, boys and girls play on as many as 70 teams that are formed for house baseball or softball. Boys' teams have been identified by the nicknames of the Major League Baseball teams of today, like the Yankees or Dodgers. Girls' teams are named after the local and national college teams that are in existence today, like the Bonnies, Purple Eagles, or Spartans of Michigan. The house season runs from the first Saturday in May until July. Games are played every night during the week, Monday through Friday, beginning at 6 p.m. and usually last until almost 8 p.m. Each game has just 6 innings of play where boys and girls can swing a mighty bat at the plate or pitch on the mound with runners on second and third. These are very exciting games. On Saturdays, games are scheduled almost all day starting at 9:30 a.m. and running until almost 6 p.m. There are 4 set time frames for as many as 6 games at a time. Because of the layout of the many diamonds in Shoshone Park, all 7 diamonds can be used at one time in various divisions. If a game on Diamond 1 begins at 9:30 a.m., 3 more games will follow the rest of the day. The next one is set for 11:30, the next 1:30, then finally at 3:30. There are never any house games scheduled on Sundays. After your son or daughter learns the game of T-ball, they will join a rookie boys or girls team the next season. They are 6 and 7 years old, and they swing a bat and throw and pitch and catch, and it's really a sight to see how they cheer for each other on the baseball or softball diamonds. After the rookie division comes Double-A, and for 7 and 8-year-olds, these boys and girls are really starting to pitch from a mound as well as hit a ball far to score runs. It's a great division. Next is Triple-A boys and girls, and they are 9 and 10 years old. As a child grows older and learns the game every year, whether on the mound or on the base paths or at the plate, the happiness and excitement grows, especially if they've been playing with their friends now for years. They may go to the same school together or live in the next block on the same street. Shoshone Park becomes an extension of their lives beyond the brick and mortar school buildings. Please register and sign up to play baseball or softball this summer in Shoshone or McCarthy Parks. There's a new building in Shoshone now named after a man, Thomas Smith, who passed away suddenly from illness but felt It was important for all children, besides his two sons, to learn the game all year round inside a building that was so close to the actual diamonds of Shoshone Park. It's almost time to play ball. And I need to pause here a moment to remind you are listening to a reading of articles and features from the Buffalo Rocket on the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service. And the next section I'm going to read from is titled Seniority. Why is my Social Security retirement benefit so small? Ask Rusty. Dear Rusty, can you help me understand? I have paid into Social Security since I started working in 1978. I did have a lot of tax deductions, but I don't understand why I only receive $350 a month from Social Security, and is signed Befuddled Senior. Dear Befuddled Senior, your Social Security benefit is based upon your average monthly earnings for the 35 years over your lifetime that you earned the most while contributing to the Social Security program. However, your benefit isn't based on your contributions to Social Security. Your average lifetime earnings amount is called your AIME, or Average Indexed Monthly Earnings, which are adjusted for inflation for years before you turn 60. Your earnings, your net earnings if self-employed, are provided to the Social Security Administration by the IRS. Your average lifetime earnings number, that's your AIME, is subjected to a formula which calculates your primary insurance amount, or PIA, which is the SS benefit you receive if you start benefits in the month you reach your full retirement age. Your personal full retirement age, that's FRA, depends on the year you were born, which, if you were born in 1960 or later, is age 67. However, if you claim Social Security before reaching your FRA, you will get only a percentage of your PIA, reduced from what you would get if you claimed at your FRA. For example, if you claimed at age 62, you would only get 70% of the amount you would have gotten had you waited until age 67. Or if you claimed at age 63, you would get 75% of your age 67 benefit. The reduction is less as you get closer to your FRA. If you claimed at age 65, you get about 87% of your full retirement age amount. You can see your lifetime Social Security earnings record at your personal My Social Security online account at www.ssa.gov/myaccount. You will need to first create that online account. Or you can call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 to request an earnings statement be sent to you. That statement will show your lifetime earnings by year, the 35 highest of which were used to calculate your PIA, your Social Security benefit, at your FRA. Generally, your Social Security FRA benefit will be about 40% or less of your average indexed monthly earnings. So to recap, your SS retirement benefit isn't based on your contributions to the program. It's based on your average monthly lifetime earnings. If you had less than 35 years contributing to the program, SS would still use 35 years in the benefit formula by using $0 in earnings for some of the number of years, which would result in a smaller AIME. Thus, if you claimed before your full retirement age of 67, your SS benefit was reduced because you claimed early. And if you had less than 35 years of SS covered employment, your AIME was less, resulting in a smaller PIA. and that is likely why your monthly Social Security retirement benefit is low. One other thought to consider: if you are married and your spouse's monthly SS benefit is considerably more than yours, for example, more than twice as much as yours, you may want to explore your options for spouse benefits. I hope this explains how your Social Security benefit is calculated, but if you still question your monthly Social Security retirement amount, I suggest you first obtain your earnings statement to review the lifetime earnings Social Security has on file for you. If there are any discrepancies in your Social Security's earnings record, there are correction remedies available to you. If that is the case, please feel free to contact us again for more information. This article is intended for information purposes only and does not represent legal or financial guidance. The next article is The Book of Mormon returns to Shea's Buffalo Theater June 19 through 21. Backed by popular demand, The Book of Mormon, which last entertained Buffalo audiences in 2019, returns to Shea's Buffalo Theater June 19 through June 21, 2026. The limited 5-performance engagement is part of the Gallagher Encore specials presented by Shea's Performing Arts Center and Broadway presenting partner Albert Nicciolino. I don't think I pronounced that right. Tickets to The Book of Mormon are now available in the Shea's box office at 650 Main Street in downtown Buffalo. Group orders of 10 or more may be placed by contacting Robin Rebello at 716-847-1410. The Book of Mormon features book, music, and lyrics by Trey Parker, Robert Lopez, and Matt Stone. The Broadway production is directed by Parker and 2-time Tony Award winner Casey Nicola and choreographed by Nicola. The tour is directed and choreographed by Jennifer Werner, based on the original Broadway direction and choreography. Set design is by 3-time Tony Award winner Scott Pask. Costume design is by Tony Award winner Ann Roth. Lighting design is by 5-time Tony Award winner Brian McDevitt. Sound design is by 2-time Tony Award winner Brian Ronan. And hair design is by Josh Marquette. Orchestrations are by Tony Award winner Larry Hockman and 2-time Tony Award winner Stephen Oremus. Music supervisor and vocal arrangements are by Stephen Oremus. Castings by Carrie Gardner. Since opening on March 24, 2011, The Book of Mormon has become one of the most successful shows in Broadway history, breaking the Eugene O'Neill Theater house record more than 50 times. In addition to 9 Tony Awards, including Best Musical and the Grammy for Best Musical Theater Album, The Book of Mormon won 5 Drama Desk Awards, including Best Musical, the New York Drama Critics Circle Award for Best Musical, the Drama League Award for Best Musical, and 4 Outer Critics Circle Awards, including Best Musical. The West End production opened in February 2013, winning 4 Olivier Awards, including Best New Musical, and breaking the record for the highest single day of sales in West End history. The first ever UK and European tour launched in Manchester in June 2019, winning Best Theatre Show at the Manchester Evening News City Life Awards before touring throughout the UK and Europe. The Book of Mormon has been performed on 3 continents and has won over 30 international awards. The musical has smashed long-standing box office records in New York, London, Melbourne, Sydney, and in cities across the U.S. and the world. The original Broadway cast recording for The Book of Mormon, winner of the 2011 Grammy Award for Best Musical Theater Album, is available at Ghostlight Records. Let's see, under the grapevine, afternoon drive host WEBR AM 1440 and FM 105.3 is one of Buffalo's most iconic radio stations. We are celebrating our 100th anniversary in 2024 and would like you to join our family. We are currently looking for an afternoon drive host to be on the air from 2 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Bring your energy and ability to relate to our listeners. Experience preferred, but we'll consider someone who is willing to learn and take direction. College radio would be a big plus. Great support with local ownership. Have fun, be yourself, and grow at the same time. Please email a recent air check to Tony Venturoli, Program Director. Let's see. His email address is ajthedj104@hotmail.com, or you can call 716-481-8836. M&T Bank presents Third Thursdays at the Buffalo Zoo. Will continue for 2 Thursdays in 2026, February 19 and March 19. To participate, guests will need to reserve their free tickets online before arriving at the zoo. Tickets can be reserved at mtb.com/Third Thursdays. There will be a limit of 10 tickets per group, with timed ticket entry still available between 10 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. While tickets are honored all day, visitors are asked to arrive at the time they signed up for. Special programming on November 20 will feature several zookeeper talks, including 11 a.m. Snow Leopard Keeper Talk at the Vanishing Animals North Exhibit, 12 p.m., Tawny Frogmouth and Wallaby Keeper Talk at the Echo Station Exhibit at 2 p.m., Bison Keeper Talk at the Bison Exhibit. Current members of the zoo are always admitted, even in the event of a Third Thursday sellout. Please note that rides, concessions, and parking are not included in the free admission. As the Buffalo Zoo marks its 150th anniversary this year, the M&T Bank Presents Third Thursdays at the Buffalo Zoo program adds to the zoo's ongoing celebrations, which are taking place through December 2025. M&T is a longtime partner of the Buffalo Zoo and remains the lead sponsor of the M&T Bank Rainforest Falls exhibit. To learn more about the Buffalo Zoos and latest events, buffalozoo.org. And there's going to be a reunion for all years of nativity of the BVM School on Albany Street in Buffalo. It will be held July 12th from noon to 5 p.m. at Buffalo River Grove, formerly Fontana's Grove, at 2299 Clinton Street in Buffalo. Reservations are a must. Please RSVP by 6:30 to Rosie Mendolera at 716-881-1306. And I must end here now, so I will close with, you've been listening to a reading of articles and features from the February 5th issue of the Buffalo Rocket. We read the Buffalo Rocket every Sunday at 8:30 a.m. Your reader has been Jane. Thank you for listening.
Good morning. Welcome to another broadcast day of the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service, a private not-for-profit organization. As always, please feel free to contact us with your comments, suggestions, or any questions you may have. Our phone number here is area code 716-821-5555. As always, please stay with us. Our In the Buffalo News is coming up in just a moment.
The following program is intended for listeners who are blind, have low vision, or another